said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Davis looking to pass. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going for it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Husky. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Davis will throw. Firing to the right, complete. Still on his feet. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, it's a nice... There, you're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Washington wants to go quickly. Wants to fire on second down. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Huskies will go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Davis looking to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Ship. Tight coverage there, did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Off the play fake. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Will throw. Fires to the big fella. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of 6-yard line, a big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Davis looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle, it's shipped. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Motion from the back. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Davis will throw. Rushes on him. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting a pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they go back on top. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Virginia Tech. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Off play action on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. The screen, and watch out, to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Hold it in. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
Well, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Davis looking to pass. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points.
so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Gets the back moving. Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Give to the running back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Davis looking to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. He'll take another shot here. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right front.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He's looking to throw. The screen, he can go. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finds his big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Still looking, on the move. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun. Touchdown, Huskies! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. And the beatdown has ensued. He's quite familiar with the end zone, his 75th career touchdown run.
You know, we're in the era in college football where there's a lot of running backs by committee. This guy has been the bell cow. He's been the focal point of this offense. To stay healthy, to be consistent, and to reach that number is ridiculous.
Right, it just shows you how special he is, because you're right. They want to throw it all over the yard in today's college football, but they continue to give it to him because he continues to find the end zone, and again, for the 75th time.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Davis will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. Through a pick the last time they had it, they'll try to be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Complete to the left. Tackled there by the defense.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Davis looking to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Southern Miss put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Eagles in some time. Heck of a showing by the boys from Hattiesburg. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick catch on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Husky. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply execute.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And, Reese, I'm positive that that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what,
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
and that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Defense might bring the house here. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. You always hear about guys in practice who run to the end zone no matter what. That's what's happening here. They'll go to the end zone, but there are flags on the field, and this one's coming back. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Davis looking to pass. Quickly complete.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Still running at the 40. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Creates a little space. Turning it on.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. This drive was chugging along, and now it is 3rd and a mile. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. To the end zone, and is picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They'll run the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th.